Hello, sir. I'm Nihal Mujumdar. My role is 14 and I'm a member of a group called Determinant. The name of our group topic is Control Construct Branches. I think after listening the group topic name, the first question come to your mind that what is branches? Basically, branches are foreign statements that allow us to select and execute specific section of code called blocks while skipping another section of code. They are variation of if statement plus select case. Among those 14 statements, I'm going to discuss about block if construct. Here you can see the structure. If the logical expression is true, then the program executes all the statements from if to end if. On the other hand, if the logical expression is false, then the program skips all the statements from if to end if and executes after the end if statement. If you understand this, then it will be helpful for writing a code by using block if construct. Now, let us consider an example. Here you can see an example. Here A, B, C, and D are variables and they are integer data type variables. Assume A equal to B equals 4 and C equals 6. If A less than B as well as B less than C, then the sum of A and B and C will be stored in D. Then print D. Now, here it means that if the logical expression is true, then the sum will be printed. Here the logical expression is true because A is actually less than B as well as B is also less than C. That's why we will get an exact output and the output will be 12. Here you can see there are two relations. One is A less than B and another is B less than C. It is actually combinational logic operators. Now, if I change the logical expression, like you can see, I changed it by A is greater than B, then the program will skip all the statements from if to end if because it is not a true expression. Actually, A is less than B. Now, if here you can see E is also an integer data type variable and after end if equal the sum of B plus C and the subtraction of A and it will be stored in E. Here the program skips the block but executes after the end if statement. So we will get a output and the output will be 8. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Now my friend, my group mate Farhad will come with his topic.
Hello sir, I am MD Farhad Buya. My groupmate Nihal has talked about block if construct. Now I am going to discuss about nested if statement. So what is nested if? Two or more block if construct nested if. Two block if constructs are said to be nested if one of them lies entirely within a single code block of the other one. Here is the structure of nested if. Here, if condition, then here, if first statement is true, the program will go to the second statement. And if the second statement is true, the program will go to the third statement. We have to keep in mind that every condition for every statement should be true for nested if. If any condition is false for any statement, then the program will not work. Then the program will be skipped all the statement from if to end if. Now I am going to show you an example. I am going to show you the same example that my groupmate Nihal has shown by block if statement. Now I am going to show it by nested if statement. So here is the example Here A, B, C, D are the 4 variables. They are integer data type variable. Assume that A is equal to 2, B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 6. If A less than B, then if B less than C, then D is equal to A plus B plus C. We have to print D to show the output. Here, if A less than B, that means if first two statements are true, then the sum of A, B, and C will be stored in D. By running this code, we will show the output, and the output will be 12. Here, if we change the condition of any statement, that means A is greater than B or B is greater than C, then the program will not work. Then the program will be skipped and skip all the statement from if to end if. So that is all from here. Thank you, sir. Now my groupmate Iman is coming with his topic.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I am Iman Hussain. My rule is 50. My group name is JS7 determinant. My groupmate Farhat has talked about nested if. Now I am going to discuss about if else construct. When we use more than one logical expression, then we apply if else construct. Here is the structure of if else construct. In first line, put and evaluate logical expression 1. If the result is true, statement 1 is executed followed by the statement after end if. If logical expression 1 is false, then Fortran evaluate logical expression 2. If the result is true, then statement 2 is executed followed by the statement after end if. If logical expression 2 is false, then Fortran evaluate logical expression 3. If the result is true, then statement 3 is executed followed by the statement after end if, and so on. In general, if logical expression n is true, then statement n is executed followed by the statement after end if. Otherwise, Fortran continue to evaluate next logical expression. If all logical expressions are false, if else is there, then statement else is executed. Consider the following code segment. We take variable integer x and character grade. In first logical expression, x less than 50. If it is true, then the grade receives f. If x greater than or equal to 50, then the execution continue with first else if, where x less than 60 is tested. If it is true, then the grade receives D. By the similar taken, if x greater than or equal to 60 and less than 70, then the grade receives C. Similarly, if x greater than or equal to 70 and less than 80, then the grade receives B. Finally, if x greater than or equal to 80, then the grade receives A. In this program, we put x equal to 65. Here, 65 is greater than 60 and less than 70. If we run this program, then we get the grade will C. That is all from here. Thank you, sir. Now my group mate Hasib is coming to discuss his portion.
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Mohammad Hasibul Hussain. Now I am going to discuss about select case construct. So here it is. Here is the structure of select case construct. So first of all, select case, then case expression. Here case expression is a variable which can be integer, character, or logical. Then case selector 1. If case selector 1, then it will. If case selector 1 is true, then it will execute the code block 1. Then it will go to case 2. If case selector 2 is true, then it will execute the code block 2. Up to the by doing this process, it will go to up to n terms of case. That means it will go to case up to case n. Then it will read end select. Now, if I give the name of select case construct, now I should give the name the name after the end select case, after the end select statement. Now one thing here, case selector, all the case selector is mutually exclusive. Now I want to go to an example of this construct. Here is the example. Here I have taken taken a variable that is integer temperature. Then case select temperature. Now case 1. If there I have given all negative numbers up to -1. If this range is true, then it will print out it's freezing now. If this is not true, then it will go to case 2, that is 0 to 20. If this is true, then it will print out it's cold. After this, it will go to case 3, that is from 21 to 29. If this is true, then it will print out it's warm. Then it will go to case 4, that means the range 32, all positive integer. If this range is true, then it will print out it's hot. Then end select, stop and end program. Now if I run this code, I will get the answer. So here it is. All my discussion. Now my friend my friend Rudra is coming with his topics. So thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. I am Rudra Roy. My role is 24, and I am a member of the group Determinant. All of my group mates have finished their part. Now I am going to finish my part. Among this proton statement, I am going to discuss about logical if statement. There is an alternative form of the block if construct. It is just a single statement of the form if, then logical expression, then statement. If the logical expression is true, then the program executes the statement and you will see the desired output. Now, if the logical expression is not true, that means the logical expression is false, then the program skips the statement and started to execute after logical if statement. This form of logical if equivalent to block if construct with only one statement in the if block. Now I am going to give you an example. Here we can see two variables a and b, and they are integer data type. Assume that a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 4. You can take this input by using read statement. Here the logical expression is a less than b, and if it is true, then print a plus b. Here we can see that the logical expression is true, so that we can print a plus b. That means 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. The output of this program will be 6. Now I will give you another example. Here we can see there are 3 types of variable and they are also integer type. Assume a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 4. Here the logical expression is a is greater than b, and then print a plus b. We can see that the logical expression is not true because a is not greater than b, so that the program skip this logical expression and execute after logical if statement. Here the statement is c is equal to b minus a. So here we can get the output is 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So here we can print c is equal to 2. That brings me to end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Thus our group presentation also ends here. I would like to remind you again that our group name is Determinant. Thank you so much, sir.